Thank you.
Sara, me da mucho gusto verte. A mí también.
Janet, you helped me in the translation. Thank you for your time.
Ok, con mucho gusto.
Thanks, Janet.
Okay, today is the topic is depression, and when you have a relation of violence in relation, what happened when the woman, what happened when the family, the kids, the teenagers, what happened when you have in the family violence?
Yeah. So it's a good question, actually. Yeah.
¿Qué es lo que pasa? Hoy vamos a hablar acerca de la depresión y yo lo quisiera saber qué es lo que pasa cuando hay violencia en el hogar, cómo esto se manifiesta o cómo afecta a los adolescentes o a los niños.
Thank you. So this is a very good question because whenever there is a violence in a household, the emotional stress is a lot for everyone who is witnessing or experiencing that violence. So eventually there is kind of a high risk for developing depression.
Cuando hay, es una pregunta muy importante, cuando hay violencia en el hogar, ese estrés emocional se manifiesta en todas las personas que están en el hogar y esto genera un alto riesgo para que ocurra la depresión.
When it's come to depression, we have to understand that depression in different ages may show differently. But overall, depression has physical aspects and emotional aspects. So when it's come to physical aspects, the person who is suffering from depression, overall, it's like they are avoiding themselves. So they are not interested to eat well, to drink well, to even take a shower. They don't want to leave their house or even their room. They are not interested to talk to other people. They are not interested to go to the work. They don't have that energy to do all these things.
La depresión en general se manifiesta diferente en diferentes edades. También hay los síntomas de la depresión física y los síntomas de la depresión emocional. La depresión física generalmente se manifiesta en lo que es el evitar. Evitan muchas de las actividades que generalmente hacen. No quieren comer, no quieren beber, no se quieren dar una ducha, no quieren salir de la casa o de su habitación, no tienen la energía para ir a socializar con amigos o inclusive para ir al trabajo.
And on that note, as I mentioned, for different ages may show different signs and symptoms. So in adults, as I mentioned, a person who is going through depression start physically avoiding themselves. And for the environment, they also avoid the environment. Guess it's a woman or a wife or a mother. They are not able to organize their house. They are not able to cook. They are not interested to go to grocery shopping. They don't care about the cleanness or niceness of their house. So, which can add to another layer of violence because now the violent or husband or boyfriend or whoever find some excuses to come back harder. Oh my God, look at you. You are so useless. You even cannot cook for this house. You cannot clean your house. Look at yourself. Your hair is messy. Your body stinks. That sort of thing. So another layer of violence can add to that.
Cuando hablamos acerca de cómo se manifiesta esto en adultos o jóvenes, por ejemplo, si es el caso de una mujer adulta la que es víctima de la violencia, la depresión se manifiesta de manera física, como les dije, ¿no? Evitar, dejar de hacer cosas, ya no quieren hacer, por ejemplo, la limpieza o cocinar o ir a hacer las compras, no les importa si la casa está sucia. Y esto en sí se añade otra capa de violencia, porque ahora el marido o el novio se sienten que tienen la razón para venir y enojarse y decirle, mira cómo está la casa, mira cómo todo está sucio, tú no estás haciendo tu trabajo, y esto agrega otra capa de violencia a la situación.
Yeah, and then when it's come to kids present different ways their depression. Mostly is they get they cannot focus on things. So on that note, they are not good with their schoolwork. They cannot do their homeworks at school. They are not focused in the class. Mostly teachers recognize that this kid looks far away when the teacher is teaching something because they are not focused. They cannot listen. They are not aware what's happening in their environment. But mostly many kids, younger kids, they show a lot of violence at school, like coping with their own depression and what they have experienced at house. They start fighting with their classmates and their friends, and they become really violent, and there is no reason for that. So it's very eye-catching for teachers on that note.
Cuando se trata de los niños o los adolescentes, por ejemplo, la depresión se manifiesta de manera diferente. Ellos no se pueden concentrar en las actividades que tienen que hacer, se resisten, no quieren hacer nada, no se involucran, y el maestro puede ver de que mientras todos están prestando atención a la clase, ellos están mirando para otro lado, no están concentrados y no son conscientes de lo que sucede a su alrededor. Otros niños lo que hacen es comienzan a presentar signos de violencia, porque la violencia que ellos ven en la casa la replican en la escuela. Entonces los maestros notan de que no hay razón, pero sin embargo los niños se tornan violentos.
And then the other important things is that, in contrary to adults who are going through depression and they are not interested to eat or take a shower or look after themselves, when it comes to kids who are suffering from depression, it's a contrary thing. They find a lot of comfort in food. So I guess this is a household that the parents are having issues. One side is very violent, the other side is very passive, and so there is no kind of balance between parents. And of course, the communication is not there. The children feel that there is no love and emotions between the parents, and they feel they are isolated and alone by themselves. So what can they do? They just can reach out to the fridge and take whatever is there to eat. And sweet things are the best to comfort your brain and relax you. So kids who are growing up in a violent environment, they have a tendency to eat more than required and kind of become overweight. And in their adulthood, their overweight can be a huge life and health struggle for themselves, actually.
Entonces, el otro lado de cómo se manifiesta la violencia es de que, por ejemplo, como les dije, los adultos generalmente lo que hacen es retirarse, evitar participar de las actividades, no quieren comer, no se quieren dar una ducha, están distantes. Y por el otro lado, los niños son lo contrario. Ellos sí quieren comer, pero lo que ellos hacen es buscar ese confort, buscar sentirse bien a través de la comida. Entonces, cuando ellos sienten que no hay amor entre los padres, ellos ven esa violencia. Entonces tienes por un lado los adultos que son pasivos y están retraídos, y por el otro lado los niños que buscan que sentirse bien, especialmente con los dulces, porque los dulces reactivan tu cerebro y te hacen sentir bien. Pero a la larga, cuando esos niños crecen, van a crecer con sobrepeso, que no es bueno para la salud.
Yeah, and then one other major risk for kids being in a violent household is developing obsessive compulsive behaviors. What does that mean? They get addicted to some sort of behavior that is repeated. So again, in contrary to adults that they are not able to take a shower or take a kind of attention to their personal hygiene, kids go contrary. They take multiple showers a day. They have this mindset that something was wrong with me, that my parents are not kind of good with each other. So if I clean myself, if I want to wash it out, something like that, but they cannot express it. So they come obsessive with cleaning, actually. And also that's a good comfort zone again, because the time that you are in shower, you are not hearing the fight, you are not involved in any emotions, no one is talking to you, you are not witnessing anything. So it's a comfort zone. Why not? So if I can go several days in the shower and no one can see me, that's the best. So kids have the tendency to go that, and then that can continue through their adulthood. So we have lots of adults coming to us that they are dealing with obsessive compulsive behaviors and food addiction, actually, that when we kind of go through their history, go back to their childhood, that their childhood was in a domestic violence or a violent environment overall.
Entonces, otra de las cosas que ocurre, otro riesgo de los niños que viven en hogares violentos es que ellos desarrollan lo que se llama un comportamiento obsesivo compulsivo. Los adultos no quieren hacer nada ni se quieren bañar. Mientras tanto, los niños, ellos quieren tomarse una ducha y muchas duchas a la vez. Ellos lo que dicen, se sienten que ellos son los que tienen la culpa. Hay algo malo conmigo, entonces me voy a bañar para que eso se lave y se vaya. Y de esa manera también ellos escapan esos momentos donde hay gritos y violencia. Y entonces ellos, cuando están en la ducha, evitan escuchar esos gritos, ver que se pelean los papás, y de esa manera ellos se sienten que están a salvo. Entonces ahora, entre nuestros clientes adultos, nosotros vemos que gente viene y ellos tienen que ahora están lidiando con ese comportamiento obsesivo compulsivo o tienen adicciones de comida. ¿Por qué? Porque durante su niñez ellos fueron testigos de la violencia o vivieron la violencia en su hogar.
Zahara, thank you so much for your information, for your time. I see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you so much. I mean, I'm so happy to be here, and thanks for having me. And yeah, I'm looking forward to come back. Thanks, Janet, also for your great translation.
You're very welcome. Gracias, Sara, por tu participación.
Thank you,
y Sara
Janet.
también agradece la invitación.
Bye.
Bye.